I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face, like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, a fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. A coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Now, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. The boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Fox 2. Whoa. Goes well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah! Jackpot, the Taker's full of oil.
Spare 15 up.
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up!
Look at that oil, just burn up the sea.
The enemy's gunning for
I've
me.
got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses, then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy. That cheers me up.
Standing fast. Just got it. Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Fox 2.
Look alive!
Vehicle down. Hostile has a lock.
Another one. Pop. Take that.
Burn, bitches!
Start destroying the facilities.
Are you guys all nuts?
One by one.
I got at least one of you is dead.
3 minutes remaining.
This being stuck in the middle, babe.
Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
Enemy has a lock. Bandit in my sights. I'm taking fire. Still flight capable. New position behind bandit.
They're hard enough here, Tiger. It's like watching the fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Stuck on there.
Spare 15 locked on.
I'm taking fire. Still flight capable. Enemy has a lock.
Missile away. AA gun down.
Yeah, that's your stuff, Burger. Go away, Bonner.
2 minutes remaining.
Baby, continuing attack. Trigger, you're just quietly plugging away. You're the only thing one here.
Enough is right. We're no proper military. Enough of the holier-than-thou act, tabloid. I belong in the milieu. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
Vehicle down.
Enemy has a lock on me.
AA gun down.
Trigger, missile, get out of the way!
1 minute remaining. Dust cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary.
Bandit acquired.
They have me spiked.
Flares and chaff fire.
Trigger eliminated a target.
Destroy the targets. You're being slow. 30 seconds remaining. 15.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You're one to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, or warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Mark 2. Whoa. Shows well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah! Jackpot. The tanker's full of oil.
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up!
Look at that oil. Just burn up the
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses, then. A fighter pilot needs to fight. She's like this. Too easy.
Missile launched.
That cheers me up.
hostile in the lock.
Vehicle down. On your 6.
I'm on my target. We don't have enough anti-air with us. The enemy's got 3 planes. Another one popped. Take that.
Burn, bitches.
Are you guys all nuts? I thought at least one of you was dead. This thing's being stuck in the field, right?
Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
Enemy on your tail. Watch out. Watch. Break now. Fox 2. Enemy got away.
Target down.
It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Suck on it.
Locked. Dust Cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary. 1 minute remaining. Spare 15, target destroyed. Confirmed kill on AA gun.
Hey, Trigger. Why do you think this stupid war keeps dragging on?
Here he goes.
It's all because countries exist. Shouting that and throwing a rock got me in here.
Well, you have free meals and a warm bed. You should thank our good citizens.
Ready, I'm locked on. Thanks for saving me the trouble.
Looking good.
I'll take jobs like this any day.
Megastorm and Nessa 2 is about to arrive.
Right, bring out the trucks. Make sure their routes are split. Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. Spare 15, missile away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burn down everything that turns up.
Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, if you think that's for the best. Got one on radar. Moving.
Damn, that truck just vanished into the dust.
Chase it down, dimwit. Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger.
Can't see the highway unless you get way down.
Bastards picked a hell of a place to hide.
Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you go chew on a bone?
Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves.
Nice sentiment, Bad Dog. They pave desert highways nicely, you know? People drive fast to avoid bandits in the desert.
Nothing but sand and rock. Nice place to build a prison.
We can toss you in it as soon as it's up. Spare squadron, a new enemy is approaching. Bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers.
Column of smoke. Who did that? Trigger.
Trigger, I like your style.
Tanker confirmed eliminated.
Run from us?
Keep going. Burn it all.
You've got one on your tail. Trigger trashed the target.
Woo! Trigger again? It's really burning. That was some primo jet fuel.
Jet fuel doesn't ignite that easily. That was standard gasoline.
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gun? rebels to deserters? I'll send you out to dig up landmine with your bare hands.
I'm sticking around. You know why that political offender jackass is still alive, don't you?
Trigger?
Higher chance of living with him.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
One more truck down. Drop them all.
Missile in the air.
We're not gonna lose the damn robots.
Allied aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full band.
We gotta get those UAVs.
The mission's become way too dangerous. Damn cow for dragging us into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone saying all targets have been taken down.
Target detected on radar.
Target confirmed near full band. Dig around. Spare 15, missile.
Weapon system's acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away. And he's who drew the drones here. Say what you want. Have fun with your new friends. Huh?
You can't stick around forever. Find those targets.
Never turn your back on the enemy.
The tankers are getting farther away.
Missile, dodge that thing. Ground out. I got no vision.
That cheers me up. Not that I give a rat's ass. You sound like you know something. I don't just give intel away for free.
Target is down. Well done.
Uncovered another one.
That's a lot of fuel up in smoke. But there could be more hiding somewhere. Ignore the UAVs and go after the mission targets.
We have to take out the UAVs first.
UAVs are in the way. Take them out. Where are the tankers?
Missile incoming! Spare 15, enemy's got a lock. Got a target on radar. Trigger, it's near your position.
Going after the tankers or all this shit is going down in suicide.
Prioritize the tankers. Worry about the UAVs later.
Damn.
Missile evaded. Understood. HQ sent a message. That was the last one. All aircraft, return to base. Burning up all those tankers will starve their drones for a while.
I'm still alive.
Stick with Trigger and you'll make it. Worked like a charm.
If you think that's all you need to survive, you might as well get your last rites now.
Exactly, that was all dumb luck. Wait, you were in earshot, Count?
Must have been straining to hear from high altitude.
Seems you've learned nothing in the sky, Count.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's anything I can learn from Trigger.
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. It seems headquarters is starting to view some of you in the penal unit as a valid military force. Or at least that's what the rumors are saying. But that's bullshit. The only reason you're here is to atone for your crimes by carrying out missions.
Well, you sit on your ass and get medals.
You, solitary, now. Okay, on to the briefing. In this mission, you're going into Erusian territory. We know the Erusian Forces communications facility to the north in the Waiapolo Mountains is linked to the swarm of drones. Your mission is critical. You will destroy the facility and then weaken those drones. As it's important, the enemy won't go down without a fight. The area is watched over by spy satellites. If discovered, expect AA missiles. Unless you have a death wish, you must use the clouds for cover around the sides and base of the mountains. Use the clouds to hide from their satellites, and you just might have a chance to shake off their missiles. If you do find a missile on your tail, head to the clouds and pray. Let the missile kill you or crash into the rocks. That much freedom I will give.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now. The enemy is watching from above. Stay in or below the clouds to keep hidden. That means no missiles. Even you should understand that.
Talk about an enclosed space.
What's more enclosed than solitary? Commence operation. That's your target radar. Destroy the anti-air weapons around it, too.
Enemies are attacking! Enemy aircraft are heading this way! Just drive them away. Chase them upward. Lead them into the missile.
What if the radar isn't under a cloud?
Destroy it, and then scurry for cover if you value your life.
I thought you'd say that.
Destroy radar sites. You're still under satellite observation. Watch out for missiles.
Feels good to watch an attack landmarks.
Their missiles are guided by a combination of the satellite and the radar facility. So if the radar facility is destroyed, their missiles should stop hitting their targets.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Who knows? Only one way to find out. AA gun down!
The enemy is back with a lot of anti-air weaponry. I know. I can't focus on attacking like this.
You're in plain view, Spare 15. Get back to the clouds. Radar site confirmed destroyed. However, not all radars have been taken out. The satellite's still in operation.
They sure aren't making things easy for us. Damn it, they're making us do something, but just what? It's a dangerous operation, but it's better than running through a minefield blind, I guess. You're so naive, Tabloid. What we're doing is exactly like running through a minefield blind.
Silence. If you've got time to yap, you're not doing your job right.
Got in using a trick any amateur can think of. Picked up a bunch of intel.
Full band, that's your second strike. There won't be a third. Target destroyed.
Caution. Pull up.
Cancel alert. Remember that satellite is up there.
I'm starting to feel guilty about leaving everything to Trigger.
In that case, use yourself as a decoy for the surface-to-air missiles.
Shit!
Target destroyed. 2 to go.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
I got my hands on a password, and after some digging around, I found a bunch of stuff.
I'm not sure you understand what you're saying, Spare 6.
I'll let you in on it when we're home, Bandog. In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
I think you might be right.
Missile.
Missile incoming. Spare 15. Evade.
Pull up. Missile. Missile.
Missile. Evade.
Missile. Caution. 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 Pull up.
Don't ice up in there.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Radar site destroyed. Show the last one the same hospitality.
Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Hide in the clouds, Spare 15.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Missile.
Clouds are blocking the satellite.
Missile. Missile.
Locked.
Missile.
All targets destroyed. That's the last of the radar sites we needed to destroy. That probably put a stop to their satellite's missile guidance capabilities. Someone fly above the clouds.
How about you do it?
I like the sound of that.
Deal with the exercise.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
What's going on, Bandog?
This is the Air Force Base 444 Squadron. What is your affiliation?
Nobody told me there was this many nearby. Incoming Allied fighters. Respond.
The regular forces don't want anything to do with the penal base.
Hey, they have radar lock.
The IFF says they're allies. Missile, whoa, time out.
Fire.
Don't tell me they're barrier troops. Someone's on me. Is he an enemy? Evade!
Ocean fighters do not attack!
Missile.
Shit!
Missile. Missile.
These guys aren't allies!
Are they spoofing our IFF?
Modern IFF connects to our strategic system via satellites. It can't be decoded.
What the hell?
What about markings and craft type?
There's no time.
Missile.
This is close combat. I don't know who's on whose team.
Missile. Missile.
I'm hit. I'm done.
At this rate, no one's going to get out alive. All aircraft head into the clouds. Get out of the enemy's sight.
And then what? Hey, the enemy's working in coordination. Who's on my tail? Is it an enemy? Move in. Bandit behind you. Information regarding IFFs is top secret. There's no way they can make a fake. All aircraft, gather around me. I mean Trigger. What? Bandog, Can you register Trigger and the blips around him as friendlies?
What are you thinking? What good is that?
What other choice do we have?
Sure.
All right. All aircraft, form up on Trigger, nice and tight. Bandog, it's on you.
Full band, what's your location?
The tail end.
Understood. I've sent new ID data. Enemies will be marked as enemies.
Yeah, my radar display's been updated.
Shoot them all down.
On them!
No way I'm dying out here.
This is the penal unit. I decide when you die.
Shit!
Projectile incoming.
New blips on radar.
Tell us what's happening. Come on!
God damn it, not right now.
That doesn't sound good.
Air contact incoming at high speed. It's too fast to be an aircraft.
If it's not an aircraft, what is it?
What do we do? What's going on?
Five, four, three, two, one. Here it comes.
Son of a bitch!
That's Shockwave!
My aircraft's gonna break up!
Huh?
Incoming transmission from HQ. Their weapon is codenamed Helios. It's a long-range missile carried by arsenal birds.
Arsenal birds?
Why are they aiming for us?
Sending over the predicted impact zone. It's coming in hot.
Damn, you're working quick today, Bandog.
Get too chatty and you'll die. Five, four, three, two, one.
Don't get caught.
How can they fire like that when they've got allies in the airspace? Don't they care about the pilots?
Fox 2. One down. There are a few targets remaining. Concentrate. Shoot down remaining hostiles. Projectile on radar. Nearly there.
A matter of time before we're over there. It's no big deal. Our crews can get their hands on shit like this. Red 12, missile!
Locked.
Leave it to me.
Break! Break! Shit, they're all over me!
Damn. Helios inbound.
Evading!
I can't! Help me! Help!
Prepare for impact. Count. One to go. Go get him.
One to go. Where is it?
Count.
Rhino, this is it! All right, I got the last one.
Oh, yeah! You dirty fake!
Damn it! God damn it! Why is this? What? Full band?
What the hell? Full band's down! Friendly fire? Didn't we get all the bandits?
Full band got tagged as an enemy.
What?
You did that on purpose, Bandog.
Did what?
Don't play dumb. Full band.
It was an accident. It got out of control. return to base.
Son of a bitch!
The enemy is watching from above.
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. Hold on, Count. It looks like your kill numbers are going up every day. You know what happens by giving false reports. Anyway, you other pilots should learn from him. I'm getting the hell out of this dump. And when I do, their kill count will make my star shine brighter.
Suddenly, we were being treated like a regular unit. We've been ordered to pack everything up and move the base further inland. We even got a transport plane. The funny thing is, no one here remembers I've got a bum leg and, oh, that I'm not a soldier. Take a look at the map. There's an island on the other side of Usea our Marines landed on. The space elevator's not too far from there. They tell us the airfield's being used as a base to support the elevator. Not sure if I trust that intel. Anyway, the transport plane's gonna drop us there, without any fighters to cover us. Some genius thought we could commandeer the enemy's jets they left in the hangars, and use those to fight. Y'all aren't real soldiers, they said. Any other day we'd be using you lowlifes to go out and dig up landmines. And prisoners don't get guns. You'll just have to make do with whatever we give you and like it. A phone. They don't let us prisoners near them. But with all the hustle and bustle of moving the base, they forgot to lock this one up. Looks like an antique. I lost my right for a phone call ever since I was arrested and locked up. It's trippy to think that I can just hook it up, dial a number, and talk to someone from my own country. Planning escapes ain't all I'm good at. I'm plenty good at remembering phone numbers, too. A little while later, I headed over to HQ. You must know.
We did get a call direct from command. That pipe, what exactly are you doing with it?
My grandfather had a lot of friends in the Air Force from his time as a lieutenant. My point? Well, you're going to set out in your own special aircraft. Then you'll send everybody else off in the wrong direction while you head somewhere else.
All right, fine. But just you and you alone. You're the only one allowed on board. Besides, there's only one seat left.
I said cool. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Attention! I've received a communication from the General Staff Office. It seems your ability to carry out missions has gotten the attention of the higher-ups. All of you have been pardoned. The Ocean Air Force Base 444 Squadron is now officially legit. In celebration, you are to join the operation to take back the base on Tyler Island in southwestern Usea. The battle is underway, and the airport to the south has been reclaimed. However, fighting with the remaining forces in the north is still active. You will all be stationed at the airport. The battle is not letting up. We expect extensive losses to all involved. Still, the fact that we've gained new ground is a blessing. My time as CO of the penal base is over. All command personnel, including myself, are being moved to a base in far eastern Usia. However, we will be stopping to refuel in Bulgurdarest. It's in Erusian territory, with close ties to Osea. Even if we detour, we will still have to fly through Erusian airspace in the end. And that is where we will need you ex-cons to come in. I've selected a number of you with mission experience to provide support. That's all. Dismissed. Hey, Trigger, wait right there. Though I'm not entirely happy with the arrangement, you are going to provide support. The drones might attack again. If they do, protect my aircraft with your life. If the General Staff Office hadn't stepped in and requested you, your ass would have been sent to Tyler Island. You were covered in Harling's blood, yet you still are messing around behind the scenes. You breathe in a way I don't like, and I'll shoot you out of the damn sky.